All right, we got another accountability video, but in classic fashion, this is being shot on Monday instead of Sunday because I just didn't do it. So, not off to a great start. Financially, I way overspent. So I got security cameras that were on sale, which I've been meaning to upgrade for a while now. So the ones that I have, they're about $25 each, and they actually you can see one over there. They record to the cloud, but they also record to a local SD card, which is what I want. Plus, I can still check it from my phone. The only feature they don't have is I wish I could completely isolate them from the internet. I wasn't able to get cameras that can do that, so this is my compromise. These are Wise cameras, by the way. They'll do what I want. I'm going out of town. I won't be with my dogs for a couple days, so this will let me check on them. They're motorized, so I mean, I think I got a pretty good deal, but it did go over budget. Um, all in all, I spent, looking at my numbers here, I probably spent close to $1,000 on Amazon this week, which is terrible. I mean, that's absolutely terrible. Um, I also decided to pull some money out of my IRA to pay everything off. So in general, I am about even. My expenses and my income, or rather my discretionary income, is about the same. But that doesn't leave me a lot of room to save anything. So if I try to save and pay the bills and everything else, it's stressing me out. So I was like, I'm just going to pull out some money. But then when I got that, I was like, well, Nico's fighting with my other dog. I think it would make more sense if I got them into a group activity. So what I'm thinking of doing is, and what I bought was a sled, like a little dog cart that they can pull together. I think that will help because they got into a fight Saturday. Um, so I was like, let me get that. So I ordered that. That's about $1,000. So I'm kind of really going the wrong way financially. When it comes to working out, I did two short runs. They were probably a quarter mile each with the dogs. And I worked out, I think, 3 days last week. Um, so some success there, and a little better. Um, this week probably not gonna happen. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I'll be out of town. I'll be in Tampa with the not it's not too far, but I'll be doing work meetings. They do a quarterly meeting, so I'm gonna be basically out. I got a buddy watching the two dogs, and then Nico is gonna go to he's gonna get boarded. So dropping him off tomorrow. I also have a new doctor I'm gonna go see because among other things, I've got this weird bump on my wrist. So and my arm hurts sometimes when I move it the wrong way. And I'm actually getting pain all the way up to my shoulder. So I'm like, I don't know if I slept on it wrong or whatever, but it's actually been hurting me since last night. So I don't know what's wrong. I don't know if it's related. I don't know. We'll check it out. But yeah, I finally got a doctor's in the new area. As far as like emotional stability, I seem to be doing okay. Um, Not great, just okay, which is fine. That's it's not bad. Um, Yesterday was really rainy, so it sucked. It was very I couldn't really do anything, right? It every time I looked outside it was raining. Um, or it was threatening to rain. So just like completely ruined it for me. And it looks like today is going to be rainy a little bit according to my little portal in front of me. So yeah, not a really big update. I do need to redo my budgets, figure out what I am spending on things, and get that aligned. The insurance for my car is probably coming up in a couple of months, and last time I think that was $700. So I want to make sure that that money is set aside, ready to go. Um, and I don't know what's going to go on with taxes this year. So I got to make sure I get all my receipts and stuff in there. I'd like to do that before the end of December. But what I'll probably do is take, one of the holiday days where I don't have anything better to do and just put them all in. I've got a stack of receipts. I think they're about this thick at this point, just sitting on my desk. I've been meaning to put them in for a while, so I really need to do that. Take a look at the numbers, get everything that I spent for the company, for the real estate stuff, landlording stuff, and get that in there. Um, yeah, other than that, that's my week. So I did make the video, even though it's a day late. I did make it. I'm going to post it. And financially, this sucked. Physically, I did okay, about halfway to where I want to be. Diet. So I'm going to have to figure out a plan to come up with a good diet, and I need to get some fasting in. My weight's still slowly creeping up. Now, a lot of that's due to stress. So when you're stressed, it's really easy to put on weight, and it's really easy to kind of eat to feel better. And I have caught myself doing that. It's really hard for me to notice that I'm doing that. And I think that's normal. I think a lot of people have struggled to identify that that's a thing that's actually happening. But I am getting better at identifying it. Unfortunately, it's happening a bit too late. But working out will help a great deal with stress and emotional regulation and, with the chemicals in your brain and all that. And the other thing is, I've heard fasting can do that as well. And fasting also has some good benefits. But I need to pick the days and times. I need to pick it in advance, and then I need to stick to it. And I keep delaying that. So if I like on a whim decide to go on a fast, I will on a whim decide to go off of it. If I intentionally decide like, next week from Thursday to Saturday, I'm not going to eat anything, then I'll stick to it. As long as I have a defined start and end time, and I have a reason for that start and end time, right? I'll stick to it pretty easy. And I can also set myself up for success, right? Like Thursday to Saturday would actually be terrible. Um, I'd probably be better off doing like not eating, let's say Tuesday and Wednesday. Or if I want to do 3 days, do Monday through Wednesday. But yeah, like that's kind of thing you'd have to sit down and think about. So yeah, I might do some fasting. And yeah, that's it. I'm like kind of worried about Nico and the dogs and all that. I'm hoping that cart will help. Now, I did buy a nice one, so I could have bought a really cheap one, but I got one from a canine carting, I think, .com or something like that. Talked to the guy, you know, and it seems like it's a really good thing. Although I don't think it's gonna ship soon. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be here right away. I haven't checked my email. Um, but yeah, and I did try ordering a harness actually, and I keep ordering large, and they keep sending me a medium. This package says medium, but the actual see right here, it says large, but the actual harness says medium. So this is the second time, so I'm just not going to order any more of those. Anyways, I'm actually going to end the video now. Toodles.